In this video, we'll learn how to use Microsoft's system configuration utility, MSConfig.exe, to manage your computer system. If MSConfig.exe is already installed on your system and you can find it with My Computer or File Explorer, then all you have to do is double-click the executable to start it. Another way is to use the Start button on your Windows menu. Notice that I'll click Start, and then I'll click the Run option. Now, if you don't have the Run option, you can do an internet search to find out how to enable that on your Start menu. After I've clicked Run, then I'll type in the path to the program name, msconfig.exe. If msconfig.exe is in the standard search path, then all I would have to do is type msconfig.exe. However, on this computer, I had to go to Microsoft's site and search for msconfig.exe and download it and then install it. When it installed it, it put it in a different directory, so I need to type the full path to get to msconfig.exe. Here's the full path to this program on my computer. After this, all you have to do is click the OK button to start the program. When MSConfig starts, you'll see a screen displayed like this with a series of tabs across the top. On Windows XP and earlier systems, the tabs will be labeled like this: General, System.ini, Win.ini, Boot.ini, Services, and Startup. On Windows Vista systems, the System.ini and Win.ini have been removed. I think Boot.ini has been relabeled as just Boot, and there's a new tab called Tools. Let's take a look here at the General tab. Notice that there are 3 radio buttons here at the top, and when the button is set in this mode, it indicates that the system will start normally, loading all the drivers and services that are on the system. Let's take a look at the Startup tab. This tab shows a list of items in the window, and these lists of items are drawn from a number of sources, most of these from the registry in the HKey local machine is what this refers to, part of the registry that indicates services and executable programs that will run at startup time. This is a place that malicious software occasionally will put an entry in your registry to try to start up so that it can perform its evil tasks. But sometimes programs that you like and use put entries in here as well. Notice this one right here. This is the QuickTime task, and QuickTime is a program from Apple Computer that is used to display Apple movies and videos in formats that Apple has set up. However, this task runs only because QuickTime checks for updates, and it does use memory and consume resources on my system, and it's not readily necessary. So I'm going to uncheck this checkbox, which indicates that MSConfig should, at system startup time, not allow this to run. Therefore, it won't consume any resources or use memory on my system. Now, if I go back to the General tab, you'll notice that this normal startup button has changed to selective startup. That's because I made this change in the Startup tab here, indicating that I don't want this to run. The General tab, where we see the selective startup, is changed to reflect that. In order to make this work, all I have to do is click the Apply button, and then I will be prompted with a menu where I can either restart the system at the very moment or exit without restarting. But the next time my system starts up, it will present that same menu, and it will prevent QuickTime from running. So that's all there is to it. If you want to reset it, all you have to do is just re-enable the button, or on the General tab, and you noticed by resetting that it sets it back to normal setup, that I've set the system to normal setup. You're good to go.